Alright, welcome back to another episode of Dave Makes Food. Today we're going to cover another classic, and I'll show you what I think is the optimal way to prepare potato salad. First, we'll start off with 3 pounds of yellow flesh potatoes. These are certainly the best in my opinion. Cut your potatoes into pieces that are the same size so that they cook in the same amount of time. It can sometimes be difficult if your potatoes are different in size or shape, but just try your best. Move them into a pot with cold water. Using cold water allows the potatoes to cook more evenly. Add a generous amount of salt and set to boil. While that starts, gather the rest of the ingredients. I prefer ones that add a crunchy texture. We'll be using some dill pickles, celery, bell peppers, green onions, and parsley today. Cut everything into a medium dice. Feel free to use different ingredients. Lots of different vegetables work well in potato salad. The last thing we'll have to prepare is the dressing. Start with 2/3 of a cup of mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I really like it, but you might want to add 1 or 2 first and taste it. 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, salt and pepper, and 1 tablespoon of honey. Give everything a good mix, and check the seasoning and adjust it if necessary. Alright, when it comes to cooking the potatoes, I prefer to cook mine the same way I do mashed potatoes. Once you can poke a chopstick all the way through without much resistance, they're done. They shouldn't be falling apart. I prefer the soft and fluffy texture rather than the firm alternative for my potato salad, but cook yours however you want. And regardless of how you cook your potatoes, this next step is the most important. Leave them to steam and air dry for 10 minutes. This removes excess water, which will allow the potatoes to absorb the dressing much better and create a much smoother texture in the final product. Once dry, I like to get them halfway to mashed potatoes. Small chunks are fun, but I don't like getting huge bites of plain potato. Add in all of your chopped ingredients and all of your dressing. Mix well until everything is combined, making sure all the potato is mixed with the dressing. It should become very fluffy if the potatoes were cooked properly. Now's a good time for a taste test. I like to garnish mine the classic way with just some paprika. And that's how you make my classic fluffy potato salad. I know it sounds like a contradiction since this is potato salad after all, but this version feels a lot lighter than conventional ones. The texture is very similar to a very creamy mashed potato with lots of crunchy textures from the pickles, celery, and bell peppers. The overall flavor is that of your classic mayo mustard dressing, but with a little bit of acidity from the white wine vinegar, and the parsley also adds a nice herb flavor. As always, I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting my channel, and if you enjoyed this video, please click like and consider subscribing as it would really help me out. I hope you try out this recipe for yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one.